Peta Murgatroyd married fellow DTWS pro Maksim Chmerkovskiy at Huntington, New York's Oheka Castle on Saturday, July 8, Princess Bride. Peta Murgatroyd stunned at her wedding to Maksim Chmerkovskiy in a princess-like Karen Sabag Couture ball gown and heels she bought during her first trip to her fiance's native Ukraine. "It was everything we ever dreamt of," Chmerkovskiy, who wore Tom Ford, told us of the nuptials, Bling Bling. The duo got engaged in December 2015 after dating on and off since 2012. Pot of gold. The newlyweds were blessed with a gorgeous rainbow in the background as they posed for photos. Happily ever after. The parents to 6-month-old son Shai Aleksander couldn't have looked more in love at the romantic reception. The whole experience, the 3 days were just absolutely incredible, Murgatroyd added of their big weekend. "I wish we could do it all again, cheers." One of Murgatroyd's bridesmaids was Rumor Willis, who won the Mirror Ball Trophy alongside pro Val Chmerkovskiy on the hit ABC dancing competition show during season 20, Groomsman. The DTWS pro told us that he was definitely not a groomzilla. "I was so low-key about this wedding in terms of the colors and how it was going to be and what it was going to be," he told us. "I was mostly on the financial side of things, but it was unbelievable. It was the best wedding I've ever been to, gorgeous florals." Aside from her stunning bouquet, florals were a focal point of the evening. As Us Weekly previously reported, the main ballroom was covered in white floral arrangements designed by Dana Beagle from Metro Floral Decorators, Wedding Party. Before entering the ballroom, the wedding party, which included Mock's brother Val and Amsal-clad bridesmaid Rumor Willis, posed for group photos. "Everyone's toasts were very emotional," Murgatroyd said of the speeches during the reception. "All were very sentimental things that people had to say. I cried with everybody's speeches," father and mother of the bride. Murgatroyd's mom and dad beamed with happiness while taking photos with her daughter inside the stunning castle location, sealed with a kiss. "I wanted something full to walk down the aisle in," Murgatroyd told us of her dress choice. "I wanted an off-the-shoulder cut because it's romantic, dance off." Given that some of the wedding guests were fellow DWTS pros and former contestants, Murgatroyd told us that of course there was a dance off. "We always end up in a circle. All the dancers crowd around and everyone gets a turn at going into the circle," she shared of the bash. "It was completely lit. Everyone was just having the best time, it was such a big celebration, husband and wife." The dancing pros made it official before some 300 guests including bridesmaids Sharna Burgess and Rumor Willis, model Niall DeMarco and Chmerkovskiy's brother and best man Val. The DWTS alums watched as the pair exchanged self-pinned vows during a 40-minute non-denominational ceremony, Little Shai. "I lost it a little bit when I saw Peta's mom come down the aisle, with Shai, with our baby," Chmerkovskiy told us. "That made it like, okay, this is real and very special, favorite moment. I think when we first got announced into the ballroom as husband and wife, that was an awesome moment," Murgatroyd shared. "And just seeing the ballroom and everybody there and everybody clapping and just everyone was so happy for us and I could feel the love, elegant reception." Along with the stunning arrangements by Dana Beagle from Metro Floral Decorators, guests enjoyed a 5-course meal and 15-person band after the ceremony, first dance. "It was beautiful. We stood there and just enjoyed the moment," Murgatroyd reflected of their first dance, which was played by DJ Legacy Entertainment. "I was happy to be in his arms and to be listening to our favorite song, Cut the Cake." The newlyweds' stunning multi-tier cake was by Daniel Andreotti and also featured gorgeous floral details. "So sweet." Chmerkovskiy gushed over their newfound solidarity, recalling their on and off relationship. "We've gone through the tough times, He told us. We've done all the difficult things, and baby makes 3. We have a child, he added, of their non-traditional road to marriage. We already have the byproduct of what that next step is. It made it so special. We did it our way, and it wasn't traditional, and it wasn't what maybe people expected or what even we expected, but it was perfect, every little detail. Murgatroyd told us that her dress was handmade. It was everything, every single bead was hand done, she shared of the exquisite detailing. Every single piece of that tulle was hand done. It took them weeks and weeks and weeks to make my dress. When I heard about it, I was like, oh my gosh. I'm so sorry I made you do that. Here comes the bride. I felt amazing. It was kind of like a euphoric experience, actually. The New Zealand stunner shared with us of her walk down the aisle. It was magical. I had a thing in my head, like, please don't trip over. Please don't trip over. Just keep kicking your dress out. Do not get caught in your dress. That was in my head. Party never ends. The couple kept the celebration going the next day and hosted a brunch on Sunday. Murgatroyd ditched her ball gown and opted for a casual and comfy Grace Loves lace white dress.